Thanks to all the subscribers. Please like, subscribe, and comment. We're almost to 1,000, and I really appreciate it. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Today we have something different. The Mac Brims gang, Scourge of New York, an excerpt from 2019's Examining Family Hierarchy Through the Eyes of Former Mac Baller gang members, a Walden Dissertations and Doctoral Studies by Dr. Jerome Lee Rice. Rice examines the fundamental question of why the youth choose to join criminal organizations. This is a fascinating 129-page dissertation with gleaming insights into the mindset of those who are gang members and why they became gang members in the first place. Chapter 2, The Mac Brims Gang, Scourge of New York. Several gangs have emerged and operated in New York. However, the Mac Brims Gang stands out not only because of the severity of its crimes, but also the broader area of coverage and complexity of its structure. Mac Brims is regarded to be one of the most ruthless and dangerous gangs in New York. Hamilton, in 2014, retraces the origins of the group back to the 60s to a team then known as the LA Hack Gang. Over the next decade, they changed names to be the 5'9 Brims, before finally becoming the Mac Brims that existed before 2001. Overall, there are 4 different Brim gangs in the city of New York. Collectively, they are called the New York Blood Brim Army. Mac Brims is made up of drug dealers, killers, and gun runners who engage in complex crimes that have led to the loss of life and property. It is imperative to state that Mac Brims consists of Bloods gangs that terrorize people living in New York City and other neighboring areas, as noted by the U.S. Attorney's Office in 2018. This dangerous gang controls the trade in contraband, decides who dies and lives, and torments law enforcement officers on a frequent basis. Blood gangs are often loosely structured street groups that engage in criminal activities and operate under a common leader. Most of the members of these groups are males who may have some things in common, such as their ethnic background. Each blood gang has unique membership requirements and operates under a hierarchical leadership structure, according to the U.S. Attorney's Office in 2018. Members belong to different positions within the hierarchical structure, depending on their experience and years in the group. Unlike other blood gangs that tend to be loosely structured, the Mac Brims is extremely powerful and highly organized. Also, the gang meticulously arranges its operations so that it can successfully execute its criminal plans within the citizens. The existence of additional tentacles across the citizens and in areas such as Staten Island and New Jersey has allowed the organization to execute its plans successfully. Asbury in 2008 points out that the Mac Brims is a Bronx-based gang that dabbles mostly in the trade of narcotics and gun running. It is a part of the larger blood gang that is spread out over much of the country. The group, also known as the Mac family, operates out of its base in the Morrisania section of the Bronx, in the low-income sections of the city. In New York, as is the case in most cities dealing with gang activity, such gangs evolve from neighborhood associations of young men with no outlet for their energies teaming up to make a profit out of crime and other illegal activity. The propensity of Mac gang members to use gory violence sets them apart from all the other gangs in the city, to the point that other gangs reportedly fear them. There is even a body count of innocent bystanders that have lost their lives as collateral for just being around the place in the series of violent interactions. Kramer, 2012. For example, a 15-year-old called Vasquez almost died from a stray bullet from a firefight between the Mac family and the Gorilla Stone Bloods. Asbury, 2008. 3 teenage girls were not so lucky to escape fatal injury, while in yet another incident, Samantha Guzman, the Bronx prom queen, lost her life when she and her friends walked into a Mac shootout in Morrisania. From the article by Asbury, 2008, one can see that the group's activities stretch out from the base in the Bronx to Brooklyn, upstate New Jersey, and even Staten Island. Other authors and commentators have noted that Mac Brims is an established and well-organized mafia group that can dominate the drug trade and criminal operations within the New York City streets and other far-flung areas. One of the main factors that have contributed to the success of the group is its organized structure and a clear ranking system, Asbury, 2008. In this particular group, members have unique and distinct roles to play. Furthermore, they are expected to abide by the existing ranking systems that keep everyone in check. The ranking systems adopted by groups such as the Mac Ballard Brims has its unique pros and cons. Asbury, 2008, Kramer, 2012. On the positive side, the ranking keeps the group organized and sets out boundaries that members must not cross when engaging each other. In addition, it gives the leaders some form of control over the members and ensures that all the operations are done as planned. On the downside, the ranking system can be a source of friction among members, especially when one group feels that some people are favored over others. Similarly, the ranking system can lead to conflicts when a specific group thinks that another subset of members is doing their roles. These limitations notwithstanding, Mac Ballard Brims has managed to create a system that enables it to remain a leader when it comes to the selling of drugs and launching of successful criminal and violent operations in New York. Asbury, 2008. It is believed that the leader of the Mac Ballard Brims was Larry Calderon, a convicted criminal who has spent more than 15 years in prison for various crimes. U.S. Attorney's Office, 2018. Although Larry Calderon is presently in custody, the Mac Ballard Brims continue to operate around the city. The existing leadership and power structure has ensured some form of continuity and allowed the gang to function even with the apprehension of its purported leader. The membership process is the other interesting aspect of the gang that has attracted the attention of law enforcement agencies and members of the public. Presently, there are non-conclusive reports regarding the actual number of people belonging to the Mac Ballard Brims. However, it is believed that the organization has a high number of direct members, associates, and wannabes who benefit from it. In recent years, there's been a rise in the number of young people joining the group. Asbury, 2008. One of the oldest members of the Mac Ballard Brims gang is on record as acknowledging the increasing youth of new entrants to the gang, as he does not know most of the new faces he sees. That is a clear indication of the pull that the gang is increasingly exerting on impressionable youth in the catchment area of the gang, Akiyama, 2003. The initiation rites in the Mac Ballard Brims are not different from those in other gangs. They include enduring group beating, committing a serious crime, or agreeing to undertake a hit. Unfortunately, not all those who decide to undergo these rites survive. Some usually die or are killed by the police in the process. This shows the complex nature of the gang and the challenges one faces before being accepted. Thus, there is a clear incentive to understand the gang and its membership to unravel its true nature and operations. The group has two wings, one that controls an underground economy and the other that principally perpetrates murder and other violent crimes. These groups are categorized as the murder and the money unit. The murder group is engaged in all forms of killings and violent crimes that take place within their areas of operations and outside New York. Asbury, 2008. This unit engages in contract killings and executions. Furthermore, it has been linked to several homicide cases in New York. Asbury, 2008. The money unit, in contrast, focuses on making millions through illegal trade. The group engages in heroin, pot, and prescription pill trade. Furthermore, they earn cash through street mugging, kidnapping, and extortion. Together, these two distinct but highly organized groups have enabled Mac Ballard Brims to evolve into one of the most successful and dangerous gangs in New York. Interesting read. What do you guys think? Should we bring you more content like this? Let us know. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Blessings. Luke 17:3-4. If your brother sins, rebuke him, and if he repents, forgive him.